Alrighty, good morning traders and welcome to the morning coffee session this morning here on a beautiful Friday morning, and I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend. There's no doubt about that. It's been a very quiet, we made some good money on the divergence strategy this week, but let's go ahead and take a look and see how the target trading strategy is working out this week. We did say it's going to be a quiet week. We had the public holidays in the beginning of the week. We had, of course, non-farm payroll coming out today. We had some rate decision coming out, both on the Aussie and the UK. So let's go see how everything played out this week and how the markets moved and reacted accordingly based on our strategy we use. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the setups that we have, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into the chart right now. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. And hopefully everyone's doing good this morning. Got your cup of coffee ready to rock and roll. And let's go ahead and take a look at what's moving the market this morning, or at least what moved the market this week. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here at, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the document. These are the trading opportunities that we're looking for this week. As you can see right here, we're active on the Euro Aussie. We were active on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Pound Aussie, we were active too. Pound Aussie JPY, we were active. We were active on the Aussie US dollar. And then, of course, US dollar Canadian, we were active too. Now, that doesn't include all of these missed targets that we're still active on. We did see a trade payout on early Monday on the US dollar CAD with 234 pips. So we really captured 234 points this morning, this week on the US dollar CAD. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what else do we have right here that we can go ahead and trade. So let me go ahead and open up my VPS. I actually thought it was open up already. Looks like it closed down on me. So let's go ahead and open up the VPS. Now, keep in mind, traders, that the strategy that we do follow here in the morning coffee session is all about trading these targets and looking for small short-term opportunities. But we also may go ahead and hold on to positions over the weekend because of the current target being not hit and moving into what we call a missed target. All right, so here we go. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. This is what we have opened up. We've got, looks like Aussie. Let me go ahead and start off from the top. And let's work it through. Okay, so we've got Aussie, Euro Aussie right here. Euro Aussie was a sell for the week. We did, however, have a buy still active on the Euro Aussie. Let me go ahead and take a look at the chart. And I'm losing my mouse over here. Okay, it's one of those mornings that you start losing your perception of exactly where and what you should be looking at. All right, there it is there. All right, so this is the Euro Aussie right here. And if I look at the Euro Aussie, this was the target that we were active on, and we're chasing after this level right here at 69.25. This you can absolutely see it paid off. So our entry point on that was 71.88. So 71.88 would have given, 71, did we say 71.88? Yeah, it's all the way up here. Yep, there it is. So that would have been, let's see here, that would have been a 266 pip profit. It hit the target this week. 266 pips was the target, 266. That is now closed out for the week. So that was a good trading opportunity for those that followed the Euro Aussie this week. Good morning, Denise, and Craig is in the house. Good morning, Craig. Craig says, hey, Gary, If you missed a target, how long do you hold it? And well, Craig, you're gonna hold it until it hits that target. All right, you'll hold it until it hits that target. But there is a rule that we have in place that identifies that if the market has not hit that target, and we come to a point where we have had multiple positions added in, and we identify based on the technical analysis that there's no ways that we can get to that target, at least not in the short term, and we want to take early profit taking, we can certainly go ahead and do that. All right, so we can take early profit taking if we choose to, but we've got to look at it from a technical perspective and make a decision based off that. So, to answer your question in short, we always hold onto a trade until the target's hit, but we do have what we call an early exit point where we identify that the technical analysis says, and it could be this. It could be that the market's trading in what we call a fourth wave consolidation level, and we know that it's not going to break through the wave one high, and the target is slightly above the one way or way above the wave one high. And for us to trade back up to that level seems like it's impossible unless we get down to the fifth wave. So if that scenario happens, then yes, we can make a decision to take a profit off the table and restart again. All right, so we can definitely do that. If there comes up an example like that, I'll go ahead and show you what it means and how it looks like. All right, good. Karen's in the house. Good morning, Karen. All right, so then the next thing we want to go ahead and take a look at right here is the Euro JPY. I'll review the missed targets in a moment. All right, I'm not going to review the missed targets yet because I'd like to go into a more deeper technical analysis, just like Craig had requested. You know, how long do we hold on to those targets? So Euro JPY is a hit target. Let me see here. Euro CAD actually was an unhit target this week, but it was a low probability. Let's take a look and see how that played out. So this is Euro CAD right here. And Euro CAD, yeah, it was a low probability because we already started moving towards the target. It did become a hit target this week, so we're going to say hit target. And we didn't get a trade on this one. No trade on that one there. We're going to cancel all pending orders, and we're done. All right. So no trading opportunity on this one right here on the Euro CAD this week. Let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. There we had an active sell on Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look and see here. And Euro New Zealand dollar, no brainer. Target was hit this week. All right. So we entered. Let's take a look right here. And I may have actually that in my. Take a look at my history right here, and yep, there it is. Euro New Zealand dollar, we actually hit a target, and we took profit this week. So Euro New Zealand dollar was a take profit this week. Let's take a look and see how many pips it was. We traded at 182.19. So 182.19. $182.19 was all the way here at the top. And so that gave us, give or take a few, that gave us, let's see here, call it 237. So that was a 237 pip gain right here. And that was now closed out. And we are now a hit target. All right, let's move on to the next pair. Next pair was the Euro Pound. Euro Pound was an unhit target for the week, but it was pending. Let's take a look and see what the Euro Pound did. Euro Pound hit its target right here. We did not get in. All right, there was no trading opportunity on this one right here, although it did hit its target. So we'll go ahead and mark it off as a hit target, but this was a no trade. Let's go to JPY, Pound JPY. Pound JPY is an unhit target as well this week. Let's go take a look and see what that looks like. All right, so Pound JPY is actually an active trade. Let's see here, Pound JPY. Yep, it is an active trade. As you can see right here, price moved into an oversold condition right here. We would have had some buying opportunity to go long. We should be in the money on this one right here, but it's certainly not at its target. So it remains an unhit target. So we will continue to hold on to this trade. And if I take a look over here, Let's take a look at, there it is, pound JPY. We're in a buy position. Looks like I only have the one entry point, and that was at 31. So, okay, 131.63. So 131.63. 131.63. That was the entry point. This is now an active buy order right here. And we are buying. So we are active on this one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Pound New Zealand dollar. Also a pending order this week. Let's go take a look at pound New Zealand dollar. Now, for those that have just joined us for the first time, we will go into some deeper technical analysis once we establish what trades are active, what trades have been paid out, and then we'll go ahead and take a look and see exactly how the market is looking overall to determine whether or not this is an opportunity for us to go ahead and make early decisions on our trades. So pound New Zealand dollar hits its target, no entry point on this one right here. So pound New Zealand dollar was a hit target, no trade on this one right here this week. Let's move on to the pound Aussie dollar. It was a sell active. All right, there it is there. And this one also paid off. You can see right here. Market hit its target. I think I was active on this one as well. Let's see here. History. Yep, pound Aussie dollar. Yep, I went in on that one and out on that one. So we made profit on this one. So I was actually active with that myself in my live trading account. I want to make sure that that disclaimer is out there. This is live trading. This is not demo. Just want to make sure that everyone understands that. And I very seldom use demo accounts. Only time I use demo accounts is if I want to go ahead and display multiple positions and how the market played out in that environment. But in most cases, I'm always going to be trading my live trading account. So let's go ahead and take a look. The entry point on this was at what? 95.31. 95.31, which is all the way up here at the top. We had a good run on this one. So we're looking at 222 pips. So 222 pips on this trade right here. And that is now closed out. So we close this one out right here. And this is now a hit target. Let's go take a look at pound US dollar. All right, pound US dollar right here. And let's see here. Pound US dollar. All right, so pound US dollar right here, we can see that I don't know if we're active on this one. Are we active? Let's see here. It was a pending order, right? Yeah, it was pending. Let me go ahead and take a look right here. I don't see it. Did I have previous trades in? Nope. Oh, yes, I do. I actually have a previous trading from last couple of weeks. So I'm still active on this. But this week, don't see any, or am I blind here? Hold on a second here. Let me take a look here. Actually, we do have an entry point. And it looks like it was at 23.23, but I'm going to double check. Yep, looks like 23.23 was the buy entry. And there would be a single entry point right here. So 23.23 was the entry point on this one right here, so we are active. All right, 23.23, and this is active. So this one is active as well. Let's go to the next one, Aussie JPY right here. Aussie JPY, we were active at 68.07. Let's take a look here, Aussie JPY. And Aussie JPY just paid out this morning. Went ahead and hit its target right here. And I believe I was in on that trade as well. Aussie JPY. Yes, I was. One entry point on that. So we paid out nicely on that one. And we got in at 68. What was that price again? 68.07. So 68.07 gave us approximately 98 pips. Not a whole bunch. 98 pips right here. And that one we can go ahead and close off as well. So that closed out this week as well. And now it's a hit target. Let's go to Aussie New Zealand dollar. This was a low probability this week, Aussie New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at Aussie New Zealand dollar. And let's see how this played out. This one, this one hit its target. No trading opportunity on this trade right here. So this was a hit target. And I don't see an opportunity. It was a low probability. We call it the way it is. And let's go to Aussie US dollar. Aussie US dollar, we were active on Aussie US dollar. And let's take a look and see how that played out this week. Aussie US dollar. And this one paid out as well. So this actually, when we spoke about this this week, and we said that this week is going to be a low probability week, or this no. Let me rephrase that question, that answer, or at least that statement. We said it's going to be a slow week. Now, slow week for us could absolutely mean range bound trading, and range bound trading based on this strategy is fantastic. So anytime we have these type of market conditions where price moves up and down within that week, it's actually good based on our target trading strategy, because it really does well inside consolidation. All right. So you can see already we've banked over 1,000 pips, actually 1,050 pips already on this week's trading. 234 pips of that came from a previous trade, not this week, but this week we've closed out 823 pips. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over here at. Now we've got a trader right here says should we be looking for a buy now on the euro Aussie dollar since the sell target has been hit? We'll look at that and we'll review that in a moment. All right, we'll definitely go ahead and review that in a moment. So let's go ahead and jump into this is right here. Okay, so this is Aussie US dollar right here. What is the next one we're looking for? All right, we're looking to see what happened to the trade on the buy. So the buy paid off. Let's take a look over here. We had an entry point at 63.75. 63.75, which would put us all the way down here. And that gave us 78 pips. All right, 78 pips. Not a whole bunch on that. And I noticed that a lot of these trades this week have been single payouts, which means single trades, not multiple. But we did hit that target as well. We could have picked up so much more pips if we picked up multiple positions, but it was a single, again, one of those slower weeks. And as you know, if we have a slower week, single entry points is probably what we're going to be seeing for that week. But it's still putting some profit into our bank. All right, so here we go. We got the Aussie. Let's take a look right here. We have the Aussies that we've covered now. Let's go ahead and cover the US dollar CAD. We had a sell position on the US dollar CAD right here, and we had a buy. Remember that we had a buy that we took profit on, and then we got into some sells. I don't think I'm active on the sell though. Let me take a look right here. There's that buy that paid out early in the week, but I don't believe I picked up that sell on the euro, on the US dollar CAD. No, I did not. I did not pick it up, but let's go ahead and take a look and see, for those that did, what that looks like. So US dollar CAD. All right, this is the US dollar CAD right here, and let's see here. All right, so this looks like the entry point right here. Yep. Yep, that's the entry point right there, right at the top. Price went down, hit its target, went back up and retested. We actually saw divergence here, and we traded that this week. Well, at least I did. But anyway, here we go. Profit target was hit, and so this was a 131 pip profit target. So this sell paid at 131 pips right here. 131 pips right here, and it is now closed. And it's a hit target. All right, so left this week, from everything that we've traded this week, we can see that we closed out with 1,032 pips this week, with another 234 pips from the previous week. That's a total of 1,266 pips for the week this week. That's not a bad week for a slow week. All right, not a bad week for a slow week. Now, let's go ahead and address the trades that we currently have in open positions from previous weeks, and let's see how we are going to handle those positions. All right, and we're going to start off with the one right here, the Euro Aussie. And if I go to my trading account right here, I believe I may be in on multiple positions on the Euro Aussie. There it is there. We've got 1, 2, 3 positions deep right here. All right, you'll go to the Euro Aussie right there. There you can see I'm 3 positions deep. I'm currently down about 211 pips in net positions. So I'm down about 211 pips in net positions. And I'm actually trading about, let's see here. Actually, it's, yeah, about 211. Okay, perfect. So I'm 211 from my net positions to my break-even point right here. That's where I'm down. Let's just take a look at the overall direction of the market. Now, we're bullish on the Euro Aussie, all right? At least I am. I can't say we are, right? You're probably saying, Big Dog, don't throw us into that, all right? We're not bullish. Only you are bullish. All right, so let's go take a look at the overall direction. So this is what I'm seeing right now. All right, I see that we do have this big bearish move from the top of the channel, and we're anticipating price to move down to the bottom of the channel. But I also mentioned that we are going to be expecting some sort of bounce, right? I'm going to be expecting a bounce in this particular pair, and that bounce is expected to see price move back up to this level right here. Hang on, I got to kill my little tool here and restart it up again. All right, so we're going to be expecting price to move back up again towards this level. This is what I'm anticipating right here. I'm anticipating price to work its way back up to this level right here. Now, it may not come all the way up to that level, but we are expecting a correction move in Euro Pound. So me holding on to some buys, Craig, and this goes through the question Craig had earlier on. Do we continue to hold on to positions? All right, do we continue to hold on to positions? When is it time to go ahead and start cashing out? In this case right now, it's not going to be time for us to go ahead and cash out at all. All right, because we're anticipating this correction move, and if we are anticipating the correction move, then we need to stay committed to that move and wait for price to go ahead and move to that level. So we're going to go ahead and hold on to that position. And so then if I go ahead and go deeper into this, I may look for price to go ahead and hold at the support level. In fact, if I go down to a 4-hour time frame, here's a 4-hour time frame. I want to go ahead and throw an indicator on this. Make some changes here. All right, so if I look over here, I'm looking for a turnaround to the upside, and I'm not getting it right now. I'm not getting a confirmation of that, but there's definitely resistance, or at least support, support that's coming from a resistance level. See that previous high right here? They're at 165.75. That's going across right here. That high is actually becoming and I'm going to call it a temporary support level for us right now. And price is moving off that level quite a few times. We've had bounced off that twice now. Once there, twice this time right now. We're looking for a bounce back up. So I wouldn't be surprised if in next week, and let me go take a look at the fundamentals coming out next week, what we can expect next week. We've got some plenty of New Zealand data coming out. We've got some unemployment data coming out for the Aussies. We've got some Canadian data. We've got some US data. So we've got a bunch of fundamentals coming out this next week. And remember, we're trading the Euro Aussie. So the Aussie data may be a price moving forward. So May 13th, which is on the Wednesday, we're going to get some Aussie data that could see price on to turn around to the upside for the euro. So maybe that data comes out a little bit weak. It starts pushing the Euro Aussie going north. Why would I think that? Why would I think that the Euro Aussie may go north? Well, the reason why I'm thinking that is because I'm anticipating a technical bullish move. All right, I'm always looking at the fundamentals to follow what the technicals are telling me. And so far, the technicals are saying that we're at support. We should be expecting some bearish news out in Aussie to drive Euro Aussie back up north. And even if it's not bearish, I'm still believing that that's a support level that's going to hold and price is going to move back up. We are expecting a correction. All right, we'll have to see if it holds above this previous low right here. Go ahead and pull that down. And this is it right here. So we did pull back to a 2-3% right here. We're looking for a market to pull back a little bit deeper, maybe to a 5-0 retracement, possibly even just short of the 618 before price moves back down again. So expecting some sort of correction move in Euro Aussie dollar. So regarding this position on the Euro Aussie dollar, I've got 3 positions in. I'm absolutely going to go ahead and continue to hold on to that position. All right, I'm going to stay bullish on that. Now, here's the let's take a look at the next one. The next one is going to be Euro Pound. We're bullish on the Euro Pound on open positions. Let me take a look and see if I'm bullish right here. Yes, I only got the 1 position in. I don't have too many trades in on this. I've got the 1 trade right here that I'm bullish. I'm slightly in the red at the moment right now. Let's go take a look and see what's going on with this one. This is the Euro Pound. And Euro Pound is range bound. It's been range bound for a while. You see right here. So if we do go back up to the top right here, test this top of this range, and that price is priced at, let's see here, 88.60. This may be a scenario where we look to take profit a little bit early. So this is the target. Here's the target that we're chasing after right here. Or at least I am. All right, so this is the target I'm chasing after right there. And if price goes ahead and just moves sideways right here, what is my entry point on this? My entry point on that trade is at 87.91. 87.91. Hold on. 87.91. Nope. I'm staying in on this trade. All right. That makes a decision for me right there. That makes me believe that, hey, listen here. If I don't move into profit and I've only got 1 entry point in, I'm going to hold on to that position, even though I see here that price may not move above 88.60. Okay. Now, if price doesn't move above 88.60, what's price going to do then? It's going to move down to a deeper correction move, which could give us another wave structure right here. So we could see price moving down towards, if we look over here, it could go up here, test that level at 88.60, then go back down, break out, go down to the 127, then come up as it creates an irregular flat, then come up, get to my target, and then start selling back down. So I'm probably expecting, if price doesn't break up to the upside and get to my target out of this consolidation, then what I'm expecting is what we call an expansion move. All right, an expansion move comes from consolidation. So we have consolidation, then we have an expansion move. An expansion move could also be seen as an irregular flat in an Elliott wave structure. And so this is what we could be anticipating, a dip down south, and we could be dropping back to, let's take a look at that price. That price is, see here, the price is around about 84.88. All right, so we're looking at the market dropping from the top here, dropping about 363 pips. We will pick up multiple positions, so this is great. We'll pick up multiple positions. We've only got one in right now. And then when it goes back up again, we'll be able to profit on that position plus some. All right, so we'll be looking for the price to move back up again and give us another 548 pip rally. So I'm okay holding on to this position right here. And actually, I call it an irregular flat, and now that I look at it, it actually isn't an irregular flat because we actually have a 5-wave structure right here. There it is right here. Go wave 1, 2, we call this 3, so we're in this 4th wave move right here, and then we're looking for price to move down to that 5th wave, which is the 127. So this is actually not an irregular flat, but this is more of a 5th wave move before price goes ahead and moves into a deeper correction higher up north. So we'll go ahead and take a look and see how that plans out, and that is our game plan on that right now. All right, let's go take a look at the so I'm comfortable holding on to my buys on the euro pound. Let's take a look at pound Canadian. Here we go, pound Canadian. Pound Canadian is breaking out of this right here, breaking out of this upward channel, but also coming off that top of the range. Look over here, if I compress, we have this range bound, and we're expecting price to move down all the way down to the bottom of the range right here. So if we're holding on to some shorts, which I believe a single entry point, there it is there. And we've been holding on to this for a while, and we're chasing after our target. So if I compress this up, let's take a look at pound. Yeah, we're very close. Take a look right here. We're about 80 pips away from our target. Now, if I saw any reason why we would not get to our target, I'd probably get the heck out of Dodge. We're up about 517 pips right now. Did I add in another entry point on this? No, we only got the one. Yeah, we're up 516 pips right now on this trade. Right? So it's going to be a big win for us when we get to that target. So I don't see any reason why I should be getting the heck out of Dodge in this one. Yes, there's a bit of indecision right here, but price is going to chase after this low right here, which is inevitably get to my target. So I'm going to continue to hold on to this because I'm expecting price to take out that low right here at about 71.80, 71.78. So even though we have an indecision right here, any sort of upside move will be short, right? Short as price goes ahead and dips down, all right? And now if we take a look at what could cause pound Canadian to move south, it would be U.S. oil. And U.S. oil right now is banging against that $25 a barrel. And if we break through that, we'll get you $30 a barrel, which will push pound Canadian a little slightly bearish, all right? So we'll get that little push to the downside. So not unhappy about that situation at all. Now Jenny says, Gary, how do I join your trading room? Jenny, I'm going to have links for you of how to be able to get into my trading room. And for those that don't know, I run what we call now a hybrid trading room. And I'm gonna be able to provide you with links next week of how you can get into my trading room for those that are interested in doing that. We are active on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2 hours every day of that week. We are active for 2 hours, and we look for swing type of trading setups. We also look at all different types of trading techniques like harmonic patterns, divergence, support and resistance, channel lines. We throw everything we can. And we also look at Elliott wave structure as well with inside the trading room. So if you want to learn a little more about trading and get a little more advanced in your technical analysis, make absolutely certain that you guys connect with me in my trading room. All right? And so let's go ahead and continue. What else we got going here? All right, so this is the pound Canadian. Let's jump into, so pound Canadian, I'm pretty comfortable going to hit our target on pound Canadian. I don't have a problem with that. Let's take a look at pound US dollar. We're bullish on pound US dollar right here. And we actually picked up some new buys. So we've got multiple buys on the pound US dollar. Let me see how much I've got invested in the pound US dollar. And it looks like I've just got the one position invested right here. I'm slightly in the money. And let's take a look and see what it looks like. All right. So if I look over here, overall direction is that we come off support right here. We came off support. Price did dip south and then rally strong back up again. We did see a bit of resistance over here from the previous low. We did not get to that. Let me go ahead and clean up this right here so we can. And I'm now looking at this now as a small range right here. We had a bit of indecision yesterday. Today hasn't been a big rally. So because we're range bound right here, maybe we can see a little bit of tighter range right here. If I look at that wick, how it tests the close and open of that previous low right here, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're range bound and we're just anticipating price to go back up to the range. From a trend-based strategy, I hate the pound US dollar right now. But from a consolidated strategy that we're using right now, I'm comfortable with price moving back up again. Now, I'm only in on one position. So if price does fall back down here, pick up more positions right here, and then rally back up again, I'm going to be okay with that. We see a lot of room here above that range that price can move back into and retest that downward trend line. All right, there's definitely a lot of room to the upside. So I'm okay and comfortable holding on to some buys on the pound US dollar right now. And yes, I get it, traders. If you're saying, well, big dog, you know, the trend is down, we should be looking for selling. Yeah, I get it, but we did hit the bottom of the range, or at least the channel, and so I'm expecting price to move back up to the top of the channel before we see a downside move. Okay? All right, cool. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what else we've got going here. So pound US dollar, will continue to hold on to our buys. Probably see some payment out in the next couple of weeks on that, and then let's take a look at some of the Aussies. Aussie New Zealand dollar, we've got some sells on the Aussie New Zealand dollar. And let's see here, Aussie New Zealand dollar. And yes, I'm still committed to sell. You can see right here, we closed out. For those that don't see this, check this out. We have a 5-wave structure going up. Wave 1, 2, 3. We had 4 down here and then 5. So we're looking for, actually, in fact, my bad. I just realized right here, we have an inside swing, right? So looking at the larger swing, this is the larger wave 1. 2, and we've just completed an inside 5-wave structure to complete wave 3. So we're actually chasing off the wave 4, which is down here. So traders, I'm going to say that in next week, expect Aussie New Zealand dollar to head south to at least this level right here to take out that low. And that's where we're going to be taking our profit on that downside move that we're currently active in. If you look at the daily time frame, and look at the convergence that we have right here. Check this out. This is pretty interesting right here. All right? Do you see how price is moving from highs up here? All right? See the two highs? Notice how the market right here is. Let's go ahead and pull that up again. Notice that we got the oscillator pushing south. So here was an indication to sell, and we did have a nice little dip to the downside. This is a retest of that. And so with today's candle closing out with a bearish engulfing, woohoo! Time to rock and roll, baby. All right, so we're going to be looking for sells in next week. We definitely look for the market to go ahead and sell off next week and head down south. This is a daily divergence setting up right here that gave us that signal. So what we could do is we could say is, let's jump into the 4-hour time frame, and let's see if we can pick up something on the 4-hour. Are you kidding me? Look at this. We have, and I'm just taking from that high there, from this right here. Price moves up higher, right? We've broken through the trend line. We're on the right side of the trend line. As a trend trader, we should be thinking bearish, all right? As a trend trader, we should be looking bearish. Now, let's go take a look over here. And I'm going to move it down now to a lower time frame. This is what traders scored out of the European session. They picked up this nice little bearish move right here in the European session, which would have been that divergence here that we picked up right here. So this divergence paid off pretty solid. And so we'll be expecting price to continue its move to the downside. This would be the 4-hour AB swing south. So we're looking for price to at least chase after that low down here that merges with our 1.618 down there. See, we've got a 1.618. So we're definitely looking for price to move below that low and then test this level right here. I'm going to mark it off with that. And I'm going to pull up that level up here. So we're going to go ahead and test that low and get to our 1.618. So we're expecting price to drop down another, let's see here, 170 pips. Call it 180 pips. 180 pips to the downside. And that price is priced at what? 1.0466. So 466 is the target. Let me go ahead and take a look at my trades that I'm in. 466. Let's go to Aussie here. And 466. Let's see my target. Alright, so my target is 367. Okay, so what does that mean? If my target is at 367, I'm holding 3 positions in. I'm going to be in the money by the time I get to that target, obviously, but I'm 3 positions in. But I said that 466 is actually an early support level. So what do we do if that happens? That means that traders, this is going to be a 5-wave structure. I have to wait for it to play out, right? Which means it's going to do something like this. This is going to be my wave 1. This is wave 2 up here. We're looking for wave 3 to be down here. It's going to come back up and retest maybe wave 1 high, dip down and rally, or at least rally and then dip down. So this is the type of wave structure that I can anticipate. So I have to wait for price to move to its 5th wave to get to my target, which is at 300 and, what do we say, 367. So 1.0367 is the targeted downside. So if I'm going to look for a deeper correction move, I may have to go ahead and wait for it to complete the cycle. Now I can go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I'm done. When it gets to this level right here, I'm done. I'm probably going to be about 100 pips away from my target, but I've got 3 positions in. And if I look at my break-even point on that trade, my break-even point is currently at 586. So which means that I'm going to be 100 pips up on my net position times 3, or at least, sorry, my single position times 3 is 300 plus pips. I'm going to be 300 pips up by the time price gets to this level right here. So I'm definitely in the money. And so I don't have to wait for this up move and then bearish move again and put myself into more risk. All right, I can go ahead and get the heck out of Dodge. And the reason for that is because if you take a look at the larger picture right here, the larger picture says, hey, big dog, we're range bound right now. All right, and we're probably going to go to the top of the range here. So which means that any sort of dipping that I see right here, take your money, get the heck out of Dodge, price is going to move back up again, and I won't get the opportunity to get out of that trade again. So let's not put too much risk on the trade. If we see the money, let's go ahead and take it. Now, Carlos says, is it a good idea to deploy Right Trader Max on the 15-minute time frame? If you're asking if it's good to go ahead and start selling on the Right Trader Max, on the 15-minute time frame. And right now, before the weekend, I would say no, not before the weekend. All right, not before the weekend. Now, I may go down to the 1-minute time frame as I move into Sunday, and price is still trading up over here at the top. So I would go ahead and do that. But going into the weekend, I'd rather wait until the weekend closes out. This is the 1 minute right here. Let's allow the weekend to close out. Let's go ahead and think about this on next week, maybe Sunday, Monday. All right, we can certainly do that. Don't forget, when you trade in the 1 minute time frame, you've got to pay attention to the fundamentals. All right, fundamentals are coming up as well next week. We just said on Wednesday, we've got Aussie data coming out on Wednesday. All right, so pay attention to Wednesday data. So you want to go ahead and take some overnight positions, trade some overnight positions, get in and out of the trade before Wednesday. When Wednesday comes, we'll have to take a look, see how the data moves the market. Okay. Now, Carlos, I want to just say this. You know, it's not for me to say yes, you can and cannot do whatever you want to do, right? This is all based on your trading plan and how you want to be able to address the market. Now, going ahead and trading the 15-minute time frame before the weekend, in my opinion, is not something I want to go ahead and do. All right, if that's something you choose to do, then that is fine. Because the honest truth is, yes, we are looking for this pair to go ahead and move south. So bearishness is absolutely something that I believe is going to happen. You can see how the daily is going to close out right here with a nice little bearish candle. And also keep in mind, colors, this candle is not closed out yet. All right, we do not have a closed candle as of right now. All right, it is still an active candle. And because we are active on that candle, we want to make sure that the candle closes out before we go ahead and make a decision on it. So it's not a confirmed signal yet. All right. So if you're getting a little aggressive, no problemo. All right. Get in and jump in on the trade. All right. Now, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Jace, for reminding me. Hey, guys, do me a favor. We've got a couple of more pairs to go ahead and cover. But go ahead and do exactly what Jason said. Go ahead and smash that like button. And comment in the comment if you want to comment. Share the video if you want to share it. But definitely go ahead and hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so. All right. And for those traders that want to get involved in my trading room, which is 3 times a week, I'll have information on that next week. So I just want to let you know on that as well. Okay, good. Let's take a look right here. Let's jump into the next pair. So Aussie New Zealand dollar. Certainly going to hold on to my bearish position there. And then we have Aussie CAD and Aussie US dollar also sells. Let's take a look here. Aussie Canadian dollar. And woo! Look at this baby. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? This thing is ready to rock and roll. Listen here. The Aussie CAD. I'm really interested in Aussie CAD to sell Aussie CAD. Look at the spikes to the upside. We're holding here at resistance. I closed out multiple positions on the Aussie CAD in buy positions, and now I'm ready to start selling this south. Let's take a look at the. I'm not seeing anything comfortable on the. Hold on, I lie. I am such a liar right now. All right. Take a look over here. Since the high up here at the top, this is the high right here. So I'm looking for price to take out that high. I'm looking for a little spike to the upside. I don't know what's going to cause it, whether it's going to be news or just a typical trend. But I'm looking for price to spike up here and then drop back down south. Now, I'm already selling on Aussie CAD. All right? But if I get a spike up to the upside, that's when we get active with Right Trader Max. If you don't know what that is, check out my videos. We talk about divergence, where I use a Right Trader Max automation system. Right? This would be absolutely perfect for a sell-off to the downside. If I get any spike above here, it's going to be time to be active. Anytime you see this big of a spike go in here and price come back to retest the 100 level right here, get ready for a spike to the upside and then a dip to the downside. Listen, traders, pay attention to what I'm saying right now. If you see a spike to the upside right here, it's time to start selling using any sort of trend-based strategy. I like using Right Trader Max on the 1 minute time frame. All right. Denise says, Loving the the Aussie Canadian sell. Right? Me too. All right. Now, Carl says, are you going to have links before Tuesday? Yes, I'm gonna hopefully get links before Tuesday. Yes, Carlos, I'll get links before Tuesday. Now, good. Denise says 9180 is a yearly target. I've pending sell at that level. Fantastic. Fantastic. I don't think we'll get to 9180 though. I don't believe we're going to get to 9180. But hey, any spike to the upside is going to create some opportunity for us to go ahead and look to sell. All right. I'm excited about this. Now, I also want to say this though. Even though we've got a flat top here, all right, this is still divergence. I like to get in on a spike up, but this is still divergence right here. So it's not to say that we don't have an opportunity to trade this. I just don't want to trade this down to Friday on a 1 minute time frame, not with the weekend coming in, right? So as we get into Sunday, Monday's trading, this may be a hot commodity for an additional strategy like right trading max or any sort of trend trading strategy to start deploying it to the downside. Keep your eye on the Aussie CAD. Loving it, all right? Just also because of this big rising wedge that we're seeing right here. Loving this with passion right now. All right. Let's take a look at the Aussie US dollar. We have positions in on that. And I am saying the same thing for Aussie US dollar. With this resistance holding up here at the top, we already saw that this created a 3-drive pattern. All right. Here is our first drive. We spoke about that. That's our first drive. This is our second drive. This is our third drive right here. This is the retest of that. This should be a sell-off. Here is our first target at 62.58. There's our second target at 59.82. So we're expecting Aussie US dollar. Listen here, I don't know if you've picked up already. Right, we've got news coming out next week with jobs for the Aussie. But everything right now, based on the technicals, are telling us that Aussie should be falling short. All right, Aussie should be heading south. So we should be really focusing on this and looking for that downside move. All right, and then the last pair I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this morning is the US dollar CAD. Actually, no, we've already paid that out. US dollar CAD has been great to us this week. Look at that. We got 2 payouts this week on the US dollar CAD, so we're wrapped in the US dollar CAD. All right, so that's pretty cool right there. So that wraps up the morning session here on Friday. All right, it's Preachy Friday, but I never even got to say anything bad about you guys. That's not good. All right, I'm losing it. I'm absolutely losing it. All right. Hey traders, listen, have a fantastic weekend. We're looking forward to trading next week again Monday. Don't forget, next week I'll get links for the trading room. It's called the hybrid trading room. What is the hybrid trading room all about? It's about using technical analysis and combine it with automation to find the highest probability and to find directional bias before we deploy in our trading system. We use trend lines, channels, support and resistance. We use Fibonacci's. We use Elliott wave structure. We use harmonic patterns. We use pivot points. I can just throw everything at you and say, yes, we use it. All right, and all of those technical tools or technical techniques that we use, we combine that all into a directional bias, and then we deploy a simple EA in that direction. And the EA does all the heavy lifting for us. We do that, excuse me, we do that in the trading room on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I'm excited about it. Hopefully you guys can join. I will get the links next week, and we'll see where we take it from there. All right, well, this is the FX Big Dog, and I wish you a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you back on Monday. This is the FX Big Dog signing off.